I want to welcome you to this first video in a brand new video series that I'm calling the Direct Grilling Video Series. It is a series of videos that I'm going to be doing where every single video features a recipe where I'm cooking the entire thing directly over the top of the coals. And so let's get right into it. First of all, we're not going to need to pull this membrane off. You can score it with your knife like I'm doing here, but other than that, we don't need to pull that membrane off. Elevator. So to make sure these ribs do get nice and tender though, and easy to bite through, we're gonna do a very simple brine of water and baking soda. Now the ratio for this brine is 1 tablespoon of baking soda per 1 cup of water. So we're just gonna put the ribs in that brine, and the good thing is that the brine takes only 30 minutes to work. Outside on the grill, my charcoal is ready to pour into the grill, but remember, like I said, we will not be doing the traditional 2-zone setup like I'm always preaching to you. We're gonna pour these right on the charcoal grate and spread them out evenly. Then we're gonna open both of the vents, top and bottom, and close the lid, let it come up to temp. While that's coming up to temp, let's get back inside. I've got the ribs out of the brine, got them all dried off, so now we're gonna put some seasoning on it. First, let me put a little oil on it. I use this pink Himalayan salt, pepper, and garlic stuff that I get at Kroger sometimes. It's really good. And I'll be adding some lemon pepper to that as well. And by the way, that's another thing that I really like about cooking ribs hot and fast like this. You know, you get to experiment so much more with all the different flavors and ways to season them. I love to season them like wings. Some of the favorite ones that I've done is some ribs that we did buffalo wing sauce on. Man, it was off the chain. My coals are completely ashed over now. That means they've reached their maximum heat. So now that we have our ribs on, basically what you want to do is just kind of stay close. You don't have to keep looking at it every 10, 15 seconds and stuff. Just leave the lid on and let them roll. But every minute or two, take a look, flip them over, see what they're looking like. That'll tell you how fast they're cooking. It's like if you go 2 minutes and they're really starting to get dark, you might want to choke down the vents a little bit. And you'll just continue to do that until you start to like the color that you're seeing, and until it gets to the internal temperature that you like. I like to get mine up to 200. So I'll just keep flipping them, making sure that they don't get burnt or charged, overly charged, and checking with my instant read thermometer until they get to that temperature that I want. Then you just take them off and let them rest a little bit. Now we all know that it's always good to rest your meat so that the juices redistribute back into the meat. But in this case, it's just smart to do it because it's going to be very, very hot to handle. You're going to be cutting these, we're going to be cutting these ribs into singles. So once it's had a little time to cool off, it's going to be just a little bit easier to handle as we're holding them with the knife and stuff like that. But we're just gonna cut each individual rib into singles. Here, if you want to, you can season them again. You know, you could choose to toss them in some butter and put some more seasoning on it, more of whatever you put on it the first time. You could try something different. The sky's the limit, man. You're only limited by your imagination, and that's why this is a cool way to do ribs. But way cooler than that is the fact that this whole process takes about 30 minutes. An hour if you count everything from the grill setup to waiting for the charcoal to get ready and everything. All right, I hope you enjoyed that, man. I want to thank you for watching this first episode of my first video series, the direct grilling video series. There's another one coming up, and the one that's coming up behind this one is the video that really inspired me to do this. I hope you like it, and I hope you'll stay tuned for the next video. All right, y'all, it's Ron on the Grill.